Welcome to DIY Cheap Daddy. Before you start any plumbing project, changing any valve or anything related to the water, you should make sure to shut off your water. And in addition to that, you should always double check your water is shut off correctly by opening the shower, the tub, or anything like that, just to make sure there is no water running inside the house. Hi, welcome to DIY Cheap Daddy. Today I'm going to try or attempt to change a shutoff valve. However, this one is too close to the wall and I don't want to risk it. So what I did is I'm going to replacing the top part of it, which have all the rubber seal and mechanic on it, and the body is nothing more than just a metal tube. So hopefully by changing just the top, it should work very similar way to avoid any future leak. The top part is the one containing all the moving part, which is the rubber gasket, the turning mechanic, and also the another rubber seal to prevent it to leak. So I believe by changing the top part should be fine in my situation. And this is the body part. Basically it's nothing more than a metal tube, and as you can see, the flat platform is where the rubber gaskets push in and perform the shut off function. So this one nothing more than a metal tube. I actually start this project 2 years ago. From time to time I'm going to change the control valve on the house and also the tube on it, the hose on it, because as you can see, this house is about 30 years old and the valve is already in pretty bad condition. So if I don't change it, eventually if we go vacation, it will start leaking and it will flood the house. So I actually changed all of them except this one, because this one is so close to the wall and you have tile and the copper pipe is inside the wall, which I can't do anything except risking it. So I decided to get a donor, which is the top part, and remove the donor and put on top of this existing body, and hopefully it will be working like new. Normally when I remove the shutoff valve, I put one wrench which is holding the copper pipe, the other one on top of the shutoff valve, and when I turn the shutoff valve, I also put some force on the copper pipe wrench and counteract the pressure or force, so you won't break the copper pipe. So when I turn, I also put more force on the back and turn this way. But however, this particular valve is too close to the wall and I don't want to risk it by making the copper pipe leak, and I have to remove the tile, open the wall and so forth. So I do the simple way, which is get a donor of a new shutoff valve and just replacing the top. So this is a new valve, and what I did is I get this new part by removing from the new valve, and over there I remove the old top, which is just unscrew it, and it's pretty easy to come out because that part is not like corroded or wherever between the copper pipe and the valve. And after that I put in the new part. In addition to that, I find the new handle is made of plastic, and all my old part is made of metal, just like this. So I actually also remove the screw over there and put in the new metal handle on it. And that is, as you can see, made in USA. I'm lucky I started this project because, as you can see, all the valve, a lot of the valve is already almost done, because they're at the end of the cycle and you will leak anytime. So if you go to vacation and if you are not aware of leak, you can flood the whole house. So I changed every one except this one because it's too close to the wall. So right now I changed half of it, which is the top part of the control, which have all the rubber gasket. Now at least I think I will sleep better, because even though I changed every valve in the house except this one, and I bet this will be the one leak and flood the house. So at least right now I should sleep better, because the bottom part nothing more than just a metal tube, so it should not give me any trouble, because the top part, which contains the rubber gasket, has already been changed. So thank you for watching. If you look at all this, it's really pretty bad in my opinion, and I'm lucky I changed it. And if you look at this particular one, the rubber gasket inside is already deformed, and if the emergency situation you need to shut this off, since the rubber gasket is deformed, I believe even you shut it off, it will still have water coming in. So in that case you may have to shut off the main valve inside the house. And in addition to that, I also find this device under the kitchen sink for the water filter. Basically this device have a plunger over here, and it screws in by put a hole on your existing water source, and then they have a rubber gasket to cover it, and then have a clamp to clamp it back together. I find out mine is already leaking, a small leak, which is why you see all the rust all around the metal. So in my opinion, you should, when you have time, you should change this by using another device or another better method, because punching an existing hole on the pipe and put a rubber gasket, to me, is not a good idea. So when you have a chance, you should also take care of this by using something much better, some other better method. If you look at all this, all the valve is not in good shape, and a lot of them already have a minor leaking, either on the hose or from the valve connection. And if you look at this particular one, the rubber gasket inside is already deformed. So if you have to shut this off under the emergency situation, this valve may not be totally shut off, because the rubber gasket seems like to me is broken already. So you should check your shut off valve and hose condition and change it when you have time. By the way, I just want to add, when I change all this valve, I also changing the hose connected to the faucet, connecting to the toilet and so forth. So the tube, you should also change when you change the valve, so it comes as a set. Because if you change the valve and don't change the hose, you will still flood the house, because the connection, that's where they will leak. Thank you for watching.